Hey, what's good, guys? So I just wanted to go over copyright stuff. I had a few people asking me about, sending out stems and stuff like that. If you're gonna send out a stem, which like a raw track of your instrumental or a MIDI sequence with the sounds on it, under properties, before you send out that sound, underneath properties, if you click the security tab, just make sure it has your computer name, the date, and everything like that. Not saying you can't trust anybody, man, but if it's a real good beat, a good sound, that's kind of what we do on here. We take sounds and resample them, so you kind of want to be able to trace where you're sending your sounds. Someone might use them. But, trustworthy people are out there. You send them your sound or whatnot. What I wanted to get at was when you trademark a song, it probably costs you like $9 or something like that, depending on where you trademark it. Now, if you go through like BMI or ASCAP, you got to pay like a $35 sign-up fee, and it could be like $60 for a song, each song that you put on there, and that's cool and everything. That's kind of expensive for me, dude. I'm not going to pay that kind of money. I've done it. I did it a while back, probably 10 years ago on a few songs. And I actually found some sites that promoted my songs on iTunes, Amazon, and all the major platforms. Pandora, it's streaming on air right now. And just by people clicking on that, it's generating, pieces of pennies and money, so it's kind of cool not to throw away your work too. But what the sites do is they give you a UPC code, which is basically your trademark. It's whenever you go to do a compilation with somebody, they're going to ask for that person's UPC code for that track in order for them to know that you're actually giving them proper credit for it, and that both of you guys are going to get split funds whenever money starts coming in off of that track. So if you're doing a compilation with 4 people or 4 different tracks, even if it's a MIDI file, there's a UPC code for it, and you got to put it in there, and they'll detect it and tell you, no, dude, we know that that's somebody else's sound, and we won't put it up there. So it's just better to not try to hide it. Just put what you're using up there. Give the other person the credit they deserve for being, creative and actually putting their money out and trying to push a product. So give them credit for it. It's all good. There's nothing wrong with doing cover songs or even posting your name with, Shania Twain or whoever it is you want to sing with or rap behind, as long as you give that person credit for that, and that URL or that UPC code is available for you to do that. Now, you don't want to sample a song off of YouTube and chop it up and it be like the Happy Birthday song or something like that, and then someone call you out and be like, dude, that's that, it's remixed. It's just a big hassle that you don't want to have to deal with. Just stay honest about it. When you register your song, when you register on these sites, I use Songcast for my site, and what they do is, it's the same price for me. Right now it's like $9, which is, it beats $60, okay? It's $9. I got grandfathered in at like $3 or something like that back in the day, so I've been supporting them and they've been supporting me for a long time. But it's the same price to register one song or one track than it is 50, okay? It's going to cost the same amount of money. So my take on that is just gang up as much tracks as you can. It doesn't matter if it's just drum tracks. Any kind of synth track. Like me, I'll lay down 5 synth tracks. If I wanted to, I could go to that site and label each one of those tracks instead of it being in a song, and instead of selling a song, just sell my tracks. And because it's got the explode function on the MPC, I can just track out my whole sequence, and I can sell it as an individual track or the whole sequence if I wanted to. And that's just dope, dude, to be able to do that. And to not throw any ideas away, because I have beats that are streaming for the last like 5 years, right? And yeah, they might only get streamed 2 times here or 3 times over there, but it's better than it just sitting there in the hard drive doing nothing. It's out there and people are slowly listening to it. So it's kind of cool. And the more you put out there, like I say with this, you should be able to make 10 beats in a day, not 3 beats in a week. There's no reason for it. When the artist gets the song, they're going to want to redo everything that you did to that song, all the mastering and everything. And you don't even need to do that. Just keep the raw beat and, sell a track. Don't sell the whole album. You'll get more out of it instead of selling one whole album for $19 or whatever, $10 or whatever you want to sell it for. Now, you have exclusive rights to that. That means you're selling your own album. You have your own UPC code, your own label, and they're pushing it. They'll push it in the stores. They'll push it in iTunes, Amazon, like I say, and all the major things. And anytime that it gets streamed also, you get paid for it. And so does the person that you also registered their UPC code. So just wanted to throw that out there, Like I said, get a gang of sounds. I'll before I register anything and spend $10 or $20 registering them, I'll get like 20 songs, alright? And like I said, instead of putting them in an album, you can put them in an album and then sell them as individual tracks, or have the option to sell the rights to the song exclusively. And I wouldn't do that to a whole album. I would do that to single tracks. And if I was to sell an exclusive one of my tracks, even if it was a 10-minute beat, and somebody came to me and said, "Dude, I want the UPC code, and I want that track to be mine," and for me to delete it off my box, a minimum of $100. Yeah, I'm not gonna sell any of my ideas. And what's cool about the streaming is it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You paid for that service, so they're gonna stream whatever it is that you put on there, whether it's you screaming into a microphone or humming into a microphone or just making no nonsense. I could literally sit here and lay on these keys and do nothing and record it, title it, put it on there, pay the price, and get paid because they're going to stream that because I paid for that service. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to put out garbage. You want people to actually listen to your stuff. Yeah, I just wanted to go over that with you guys. I have a lot of fun on the channel. A lot of people ask me a lot of good questions, and like I said, one of my subscribers mentioned the 2.2.1 firmware update came out, and I still have to update that and install a whole bunch of other stuff around here. But yeah, I just wanted to go over that because I feel that's important. I really do. You don't want to give somebody your hard work, even if it wasn't hard work, and they do something with it, man. You don't want to regret that. So if it's a sound or something that you're making, before you send it, right-click that file and go to your properties under security. Make sure that read-write permissions is checked off. Okay. This way, when you send it over the network, when they receive that file, since it wasn't from the source and the computer knows it's not the source, it's not going to give them read-write permissions on renaming your track. You know what I'm saying? They might be able to change the sound or whatnot, but if you catch it and you're like, okay, show me that file, they show you the file. When you right-click it on their computer, it's going to say your name. Alright, so you don't have to go through the whole copyright thing for just sending stuff over to people and all that. But if you don't know the person, I mean, I would definitely, and it shows quality in your work too, man. You don't want to send somebody 10 tracks, and then when they receive it, it's track 1 through 10. You hook up a keyboard and start typing up stuff. If you're gonna send stuff, send it nice, and I would recommend talking to the person for a while. You know, actually building a trust. I don't know. I mean, that's all I can really get at on that. I could sit here all day and just talk, but kind of running out of stuff right now. But I do appreciate you guys for watching, and just share the videos. You know, I try to share as much knowledge as I can that I know of with this MPC, and yeah, I've got a lot of good feedback on it. So I do appreciate you guys for watching. Thanks.